Hi friends, here we are on Tuesday, 31st of March, the last day of March. Many of us have been socially distancing for some times. We've had 3 worship services, very different than previous ones, 2 online streaming attempts, and one where very few, far less people came. So the world is very different than our norm. First of all, let's say some thank yous as I sort of want to just give you an update and give you a little bit of encouragement and support. Thank you to all of you who put up with the struggles we had with the streaming. We really think we've got it, we'll work a lot better this coming Sunday. We figured out some things and we'll, should work. We can hope. A little bit of prayer wouldn't hurt. So that's the first thing, and thanks to the folks at Gladwin and St. Andrews and Aldergrove who've joined us for our online worship, and Reverend Tim Bowman and Reverend Tracy Fairfield. It was great to have them all involved, despite the technical hiccups, which I have to take some responsibility for, because I think it was something I was doing that was causing one of the big echoes. So anyway, we got past that, and it'll work better next week. But thanks to all those. Thanks to many of you who have stopped by the church and made and dropped your offerings in the mailbox. That's really great for you to think about the church at this time. We do need each other. We do need our church. We do need our community. And this is where life will be found again as we come together as God's people. And it will happen. We will get through this. This isn't going to last forever. Weeks seem like months. Months seem like years, perhaps. Seems like a long time, particularly if you're being home with your kids all for the last 2 weeks and for the coming weeks. And thank you so much to those of you who, from our church and our community, who are working, still going to your work and getting things done, and keeping our services going, keeping our groceries on the shelves, keeping us fed, keeping our hospital running, keeping the doctor's offices, and all the many services we need to be able to isolate, to socially distance, and take care of ourselves. We're all in this together, and thank you very much for your work. It's a privilege to be a minister at this time when we are all in this time of struggle and concerns and worries and anxiety. Yes, a privilege to be called upon to try to be encouraging and inspiring, and I hope I've at least approached it. Last Sunday, the theme of the sermon was about resurrection, about that out of death comes new life, out of struggle comes renewal, out of sorrow comes ease and rejoicing and renewal. This is our faith, this is our hope, this is our journey, and it certainly is a journey, and we're all in the midst of it together. So where do we go from now as God's people? Well, we are slowly learning to stay connected. You're getting phone calls if you're on our congregational list, and hopefully those are happening, and thank you to those who are making those calls. And we will come out of this, and as a church, we need to then really think about the importance of staying connected and maybe preparing ourselves in new ways. So who knows what we come down the road. Meanwhile, we can trust our loving God to take care of us, to walk with us, to be part of our lives. We don't need a God who will come and fix everything. We need a God that will be with us in the midst of the worries and wonders and suffering and struggles and storms of life, so that we can, with confidence, reach out to one another. We are the hands of God. The salvation we need is in our own hands because we offer it to one another. That's the way it works. So continue calling your friends and family and those you know that might be on their home alone and not having a lot of contact with others, give them a call, send them a note, do whatever communication media you have available to you to connect with others, to let them know they're not forgotten, that they're still an important part of your life, an important part of the world. And the world has changed. There's no doubt about that. But we've been through this, humanity, society, been through these kind of crises before. This is just new to many of us because nothing like this has happened for a long time. But we'll make it. We'll be well. All will be well. All manner of things will be well, as Julian Norwich said and I think I mentioned that a couple of times. All manner of things will be well as God works with us, guides us through, holding our hand, the Holy Spirit holding our hand and giving us strength and courage. Hold tight. Hang on. God is with us. We are not alone. Thanks be to God. Amen.